What's up, everybody? It's Nick. I know, I owe you an explanation. Give me just a second. I'm gonna clear all this up for you. But first, check out the new intro. Okay, so it's not that new. I just basically changed the title and added a fun little thing at the end. But really, it's a whole new channel right now. Nick Gets Gnarly was once a BMX channel. It is now flipped completely. I'm spending the next year of my life committing myself to eating a plant-based diet and sticking it out in the gym and trying to get my 41-year-old butt back into shape. This is what's going on. So obviously the BMX thing was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun, but what I realized through the entire process was that A, I'm super out of shape, and B, I don't have enough time to do all the things that I want to do in my schedule. I'm trying to work and keep up with the family, and then also trying to do BMX and get into shape on top of that wasn't gonna work out for me. So I've had to put BMX on hold for a little while. And so I've changed my focus a lot. So here's the deal. On November 7th, I turned 41 years old. I know I don't look it, thanks guys. So I turned 41 and decided from that day that I was not going to touch any more dairy or any more animal products as far as food is concerned, and try to see what I can do to convert my body back to like the most healthy I've ever been. This plant-based stuff is not something I'm a stranger to. I even tried to go full vegan for a long time. And then when I met my wife, she was vegan. And then of course during our pregnancy, she was so sick, poor thing, that it was kind of no holds barred at that point. We had to eat whatever we could to stay alive, and I just ate with her. So that was great, but of course she got pregnant, that gets her out of shape. I was sympathy eating basically, and that got me out of shape. So now everything hurts. I've got a baby now. Every time I pick him up, I grunt a little bit. It's not a good look. So I decided, nope, this is the end. I gotta dedicate myself to getting back into shape and feeling better for my family. So that's what I'm gonna do. It just so happens that this channel change coincides with the release of a movie called The Game Changers. It's an awesome film, and if you get a chance to check it out, it's got some interesting information in it. Am I saying that everything in The Game Changers is 100% true? No, because I am not that guy. I have no idea, so don't start putting comments in there about how I'm totally wrong and blah, blah, blah. All I'm saying is, it doesn't hurt to keep your mind open and maybe try new things every once in a while instead of committing to the things that you swear you know, even though you're like a plumber or something and know nothing about nutrition and health. So that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping my options open. I'm looking at what the healthiest options are for me to get back into shape. Also, I just don't really enjoy eating meat anymore. It's kind of boring. You gotta season the hell out of it. It's expensive. I'm not really down. Plus, this is more of a challenge for me, so I'm gonna do it. Again, I've been doing this for a long time, so it's not that big a stretch for me, but to try to build muscle on a 41-year-old frail frame should be an interesting challenge. So I'm ready to do it. So by the time I turn 42, hopefully I'll look completely different and feel 110% better. So here's the plan. I've met two guys that I'm considering my coaches through this process. One you've already met before, Will Grant. Will, not only a BMX pro, also has a massive following on YouTube at willgrant.com or The Will Grant or at Will Grant on YouTube. But you can also go to his website, thewillgrant.com, and check him out. So I've been following Will's health stuff for a long time. Will is putting a program together, and he called me and said, "You'd be perfect. Do you mind checking this thing out for me?" And I thought, well, what better time than now to go ahead and use this as a starting point on turning my life around and getting my health back into check. So I'm doing Will's program. I'm gonna start to share with you guys exactly how that program is going for the most part. But I'll tell you how it's working for me, and hopefully then you can take a look at his channel, and eventually he'll have a program that you can sign up for that could benefit you as well. So Will is coach number one. I'm actually gonna save coach number two for the end of the year. So for the end of 2019, it's so cliche to be starting another fitness thing at like the beginning of the year, but it just so happens that Will's program's about 6 weeks long, and I happen to start at the beginning of November, so really like the end of the year just happens to work out that way. But that's the deal. So we're gonna talk to my other coach here shortly, but that's in a few weeks. In the meantime, we're gonna focus strictly on what's going on now. Will and I sat down and talked for a little while. We recorded that video, and I'm actually gonna put that whole interview up as a second video here in just a second. I do wanna give you a few quick insights as to exactly what this program might look like and how it's going to affect and change me. So take a look.
That is a huge reason of why I brought Nick on and why I wanted him a part of this program. He's an extremely smart human being, and I wanted him to not only benefit from this program, but I wanted to use him to actually help improve this program. At the end of making the program, Nick came in mind because I knew that he had goals of really just wanting to step into his potential and to live a happier, healthier, stronger life. So I thought, well, it's an awesome opportunity to give him this program, not only as a birthday gift, but as a gift just because I genuinely care about him. And to give him this program and to have him test this out and to get as much feedback as possible so I can improve upon the program before it's finally released to you guys.
Thanks for agreeing to do this with me, because I think it's awesome. As we progress through this, we're going to document this whole process.
Yep.
You'll get more of like an in-depth day-to-day, kind of like I'll do like daily check-ins almost, at least weekly. But I want everybody to be able to see what this process is going to take for me, because I can promise you that I have a lot to work through. So I think that I'm a good test study for this. So
I think you're one of the best test studies, because the main goal of this program is to develop the habits. You know, it takes, they say 14 to 21 days to really start instilling and building a good habit.
Yeah.
That's a huge reason why the program is 6 weeks, because by the end of it, hopefully these are habits that are just a part of your daily life that is going to take you in, and then you could start personalizing it into what works best for your life and your goals. And the hardest thing is going to be change, but if you keep checking back to your purpose and why you're wanting to change, then it's absolutely possible.
Pretty cool, right? So if you're interested at all, put some comments down there and let me know. We'll start to reach out. You can always check out one of Will's videos here if you're trying to get started beforehand. He's got some good tips and tricks, so definitely check out his channel. In the meantime, I appreciate you sticking it out with me. If you have any tips, advice, you just want to put comments in there, go ahead. You want to start totally pooping right now on the whole vegan idea, feel free. I don't care, but feel free to put your opinions all over the place. I'm interested to see what everybody has to say. It's not going to change a thing for me. If you think I'm stupid, I don't care. If you think veganism is a stupid thing, I don't care. If you're a vegan and you think meat eaters are stupid, I also don't care. So put it out there if you want to, whatever you're into. In the meantime, I'm going to spend the next 6 weeks slowly giving updates as to how things are changing for me and what I'm implementing into my new life so that I can actually continue to progress with my health. So I'm sorry there's not going to be any more BMX on this channel for a while. If I lose a few of you, I totally understand. If I've sparked your interest, I appreciate you sticking it out. Awesome. I always would appreciate you all hitting subscribe, hitting the little bell at the bottom, and getting the notifications when I post a new video. And of course, hit a like and put a comment in the comments. All that stuff is awesome. You know how it goes with YouTube. I appreciate you ahead of time. And so going forward, what you're gonna see is workout updates, mental fitness updates, really sometimes just daily check-ins, as well as food stuff. We're gonna talk a lot about food. So I'm gonna give you recipes, I'm gonna do all the stuff that I'm learning or already have in my wheelhouse and just spill it out there and just let you know how this is gonna go. Hopefully we're gonna talk to all kinds of cool people. In fact, the plan is to simultaneously start a podcast along the exact same lines and talk to some interesting people who I may not be able to get in front of the camera, and we can do a whole audio recording with them and just record an interview. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna talk to everybody. This is not gonna be a one-sided program. This is not about, you know, promoting veganism. Again, I'm not a vegan. I really like wearing leather pants. Sometimes you gotta wear leather pants. Just kidding, I don't own leather pants. But my point is this, if you're interested, you know, like you're kind of skeptical, but you're like, oh, well, let's see how he does. Check in every once in a while. I would appreciate that too. If you know people of importance, people who are in this industry in any way, shape, or form, health, fitness, nutrition, the whole nine, and you know people who might have input that could benefit this channel, let me know. We'll try to get them on here as quick as we can. But yeah, I appreciate you guys once again. Thanks for checking it out. Again, don't forget, right behind this intro video, I'm gonna go ahead and put up the full interview with Will, so you can get a full understanding of exactly what the starting point is for me and where my mentality is as I got started, and then we'll see how that evolves or changes going forward. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I still believe that the tagline should be the same, so go do something gnarly. We'll catch you next time. Peace.